People ask me regularly, how many landmines are there in Cambodia? If you Google it, it will tell you there's around 5 million landmines in Cambodia. That's the number I was given 22 years ago. Now, nobody knows how many landmines were brought into the country. Nobody knows how many were laid. There's landmines all over the place. We don't know how many are in the ground. We know how many we've removed, and that changes on a daily basis. But we know where the minefields are. The government has a procedure where they go through and determine if there's a minefield there. And then we come in and clear it. We have cleared minefields, and we've only found 2 landmines. We have cleared minefields, and we found 600 landmines. We now have 40 people on our demining team. Our guys are very well trained. The government comes in and inspects our minefields and our EOD teams on a regular basis to make sure that we are indeed following all the rules. We thought we would have all the landmines in Cambodia cleared by the end of 2025. It became pretty clear right after COVID that target would not be reached. So the objective now is to have the recognized minefields cleared by the end of 2030. Most of the injuries we have in Cambodia today do not come from landmines. They come from unexploded ordnance, artillery rounds, mortar rounds that didn't work. 30% of everything doesn't work. It just hits the ground and goes bounce. When people find that stuff, they too often pick it up and move it, and when they pick it up and move it, it blows up. We have no dearth of requirements, inquiries to have us go out to villages and clear stuff. We've got more calls than we can handle. When the minefields are cleared, our demining team will probably break up into bomb squads. We will buy more vehicles and we'll send them out, and we'll be clearing artillery rounds, mortar rounds, hand grenades for a long time. There are still people dying in Cambodia and Vietnam and Laos from what we did in the 1960s and 1970s. 62,000 casualties in Cambodia since 1992, when we started clearing landmines. And we're still blowing up people here. We have a responsibility to see that gone. I came over here and realized that there was actually something I could do. I could accomplish something. I helped Akiwa start a demining team. And then we had somebody ask us to build a school. All of those areas where the fighting went on in the 1980s, along the Thai border, where the Vietnamese army and then the Cambodian army fought the Khmer Rouge until 1998, they couldn't introduce infrastructure in that area. They couldn't build roads, they couldn't build schools. There was fighting going on, there were minefields everywhere. Since '92, we've been clearing the minefields up there. We had somebody ask us to build a school in a village, and they had 2 women in the village who could read and write. So we built a little wooden building with a dirt floor and some throw-together desks, and the government adopted that in as a government school. So now we build public schools, primary schools, in areas primarily where minefields were. And we have built 45 primary schools in 35 villages, serving 5,000 kids. The most important work that we do is building schools, because you're building the future of the country. Everybody in this country knows if they want their kids to have a better life than they do, they gotta have an education.
Once we came to Cambodia to meet Akiwa and see the work that he was doing and working with the kids, it became really apparent that there was a need here. This was something that was a gap that I knew that I could do something about.
We built a school in one village that had 30 kids in a one-room school. We went in and started supporting that, and we've now got 250 kids in 5 buildings. We've added an additional 4 buildings. An entire village grew up around that school. We don't just build a school, we provide school supplies for those kids every single year. Every year when the rainy season ends, we go out and deliver school supplies to every school that we have built. Right now it's standing at about 5,000 kids. All right, 2 of the things we want to do at the schools, one is introduce physical education programs. One of the women who runs RSSO, the deputy director, her name is Boren. She just graduated from the University of Maine with a master's degree in education, heavy in PE and kinesiology. So she is putting a program together where we can bring the teachers into Siem Reap and we will teach them how to run a PE program. Boren will teach them how to run a PE program. Also, the government would like kids in rural areas to know how to grow crops at home. There's the big push on that around the world, obviously. We have a teaching farm in Siem Reap where we teach people to grow organic crops. One of the things we want to do when the teachers come in to learn the PE program is to take them out to the farm and give them a half-day introduction program on how to set up a very small farm where you can grow beans and carrots and stuff like that so that they can start doing that on a village basis. And then the woman who runs the farm, her name is Sil. Sil will be able to go out to the schools and help the teachers improve that little garden as they get it going. So what we grow now, we give away to people here in town. There's people who are here at home. We have food stamps. Here you get what they call a poor card. So if you're a poor family, you get a poor card. We give it to people with poor cards. We give it to the elderly. We give it to people who are struggling trying to find a job. So we don't sell anything that we make here. This is not a for-profit farm.
Come on.
Deppy, come here.
Sit here. Come on.
Kimui?
Oh, she said it.
What is it? Oh.
We're coming up on a very important holiday in Cambodia, Pachumban, which is basically the honoring of the ancestors. Today we had the CSHD staff here to, come and present us with a gift and say thank you. And we will find that as it gets closer to the actual day when everything shuts down in the country, that we will have former students coming and people that have to come a long distance just to say, hi, we're thinking about you and we miss you. We have a very big family. They may not be ours physically, but they are physically ours because that's what we have. And, for us to be able to not only have scholarship students that I see on a regular basis that we give scholarships to, but even going to the schools that RSSO has built. When we go to a school and we give out school supplies and we talk about what they need and what else can we do to make it easier for them to connect with the kids, it just keeps growing. It doesn't ever stop. And that's something that keeps me feeling younger than what I am physically. And it just is something that is very fulfilling.
We're reaching out to anybody that we can that we can identify who would support this kind of work.